All right, brother Dave, we got.
Well, we were out there that little trip this weekend on Kentucky Lake, and the place we were at, they had hung a swing for the grandkids there, and that must have been, I think, they had a telehandler there for some construction project, and they hung it then, but it must be 30 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not the swing itself, but like the rope.
yeah, the
Like,
branch.
They're that long.
I was putting that together. Yeah.
And they did it right. They've just got a nylon, what looks like seatbelt probably, straps up top with carabiners on there so it can be replaced. And I got thinking, man, I wonder if they got to like take that out in the winter, and wonder who's going to shimmy up that rope. And then I got thinking back in my youth in elementary school and middle school PE, and you'd have to climb the rope and get up there and then shimmy back down. You think they still climb a rope? I feel like there's probably safety reasons for that.
Not a chance.
I wonder why there was big push.
Well, there's so many fat kids in this world now. There ain't nobody can climb the damn rope anymore.
I would be
could get
interested
up
to
a
see.
rope.
Huh?
I don't think I could get up.
Not a
rope.
chance.
No chance.
I never could go. I mean, obviously, you know.
I bet that you talked about like rules and issues. I bet that there is a very strong possibility that the rope climb didn't go out necessarily because all of America's obese.
We got
But-
obese because they got rid of the rope. When
Yeah,
some
that's
kid
what it
did.
was.
Insurance.
But it's insurance. That's exactly right. The liability of some kid climbing up to the ceiling of a gym to then freak out because
Right?
they're up there. But you still see videos online
yeah.
every once in a while, like, luckily the gym teacher was there to catch the kid. And it's like,
You get your ass up there and you touch that red flag and you
Yeah.
get down and don't burn your hands to the meat when you're sliding down.
do you ever remember it in middle school?
Yeah.
I remember
wrestling room.
The wrestlers always
Yeah,
had to
There was one in the rest.
climb it. But yeah,
We had a big, it was,
Yeah, big
yeah.
Big
2-inch
girthy
diameter.
It was a big rope. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's not as big as I thought. Maybe it's just because I had littler hands then. But
That
in my
was
head,
that
that's
thing.
something.
And then you remember in the high school gym on the one wall where the pull up
Chin-up bars?
the
the chin-up bars. there?
chin up bars.
yeah,
Or no, it wasn't in the high school gym. It was.
yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And then next to it was the ones with the holes, and then you had the pegs.
Yeah.
They had the wooden pegs, and you had to climb like that. They had them in there too.
Yeah, that's American Ninja Warrior right there.
Yeah.
I think they still do the presidential fitness thing there at the end of elementary school or whatever.
I'm going to
Remember,
say
it used
no.
to get done. You get a letter. You get your certificate from the president of the U.S. of A. Remember that?
Knowing that the Don's big on fast food and Diet Cokes, he probably ain't worried about
Well, that's
physical
true.
fitness stuff.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
Fitting this pizza in my mouth.
Maybe the only people that
Then he
climb
has,
ropes are those guys going to the military.
Then he has the guy that's anti-vaxxer go into the role as the health administration guy, and he's talking about everybody needs to go get the measles shot.
Yeah.
What do you really need to get?
The campaign promises go out the window real quick when reality slaps you in the face. But I don't know. It would be if you've climbed a rope recently and you weren't evading arrest. Or
I'll ask
some
the
other-
kids. I'll ask the kids. I got kids in school,
There's one-
elementary, middle, and high. So
Well, and the anti-bullying stuff, which is good. I mean, kids shouldn't be mean to each other, but
Oh yeah, if
Can
I had
you-
$1 for every time somebody said, "Yeah, go ahead, fat ass, see if you can climb the ropes. See how far you can make
Yeah,
it. How many
that's-
pull-ups can you do?
yeah, that's exactly it.
Don't rip the ceiling down." Oh man, we're gonna need a bigger rope. Yeah, I've heard them all.
Go ahead and lay down on the couch. We'll do a psychology session here
Yeah.
with you, try to get it
Go
taken
ahead.
care of.
What's this ink blot mean?
Yeah, I don't know, Dave. That's I can see you being in a state wondering if kids still climb rope in gym class, but
It was just early. I had my coffee. It was cool out. It was real like they're on the lake. Obviously, we said we're on the lake, but
yeah,
watching the fishermen. There was a bass tournament or something going on. So there's lots of bass traffic. You know, people fishing. The banks were real high up the yard.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get into places they normally couldn't.
yeah.
My
You would
mind
think the
wandered.
water would be pretty chilly for
It
bass
was-
fishing.
No, they're spawning. It's and there's southern swing still. They're not. Kentucky Lake's probably the farthest north, but no, the dirty man. It was a dirty one.
Oh, yeah.
Mud bowl. Yeah,
That's a lot of it. Takes a while for that to
Settle
settle
down.
down. Well, you know that from your own.
yeah. Chocolate
You know,
milk back there.
Do you think there's anything else that like would be classic from the old school gym class that doesn't even get done anymore?
We used to do a lot of jump rope things, and there's like a jump rope team, like, and all the kids would try out for this
You had a jump rope team?
competitioning. It wasn't like a school team. It was like a what do you want to
I
call
can
it?
remember seeing
Extracurricular.
videos of it.
That's my biggest fear, that if I was ever to make it on the Amazing Race, like
Have
the
to jump
first
rope.
No, I could jump rope, but like the first challenge would be like
Climb a rope.
Yep. Hey, Phil, it's been great, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say this isn't gonna happen.
So
So
Tapping out.
yeah, that's exactly right.